Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins All World, where we uncover the fascinating and sometimes surprising world of rare coins. Today, we have an exciting discovery that could change the way you view your collection. Today, we're focusing on the United States 1-cent coin from 1971 with a special mint mark. You might think that a humble penny like this wouldn't be worth much, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So, stay tuned as we dive into the story behind this coin and reveal just how valuable it can be. Let's start with a bit of history. The year 1971 was an important one in the United States, not just for its political and social events, but also for its coinage. It was the first year that the United States began using a new method for producing coins, known as the sintering process, which altered the production of many coins, including the 1-cent piece. The coin we're focusing on today, however, stands out because of something much rarer than its production method. If you take a close look at your 1971 1-cent coin, you may notice something different about the mint mark. Normally, pennies from this time period are stamped with either a D for Denver or a S for San Francisco. But what makes this coin particularly interesting is when you find a penny from 1971 that has no mint mark at all. Yes, you read that correctly. There are a handful of 1971 pennies that were struck without any mint mark, and this makes them incredibly rare. You might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark matter so much? Well, mint marks are used to identify where the coin was produced. Most coins made in the US have a mint mark that signifies whether they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, in the case of the 1971 1-cent coin, Philadelphia stopped using mint marks on their coins that year. As a result, coins minted in Philadelphia were produced without any identifying mark. But here's the catch: most collectors are on the lookout for this specific variation, making this coin a rare find. So, what does this mean for the value of the 1971 penny without a mint mark? Given its rarity and the fact that it was minted in such limited numbers, this coin has become highly sought after by numismatists and collectors alike. If you happen to find one of these rare 1971 pennies tucked away in your collection or in your spare change, you're holding a true gem in your hands. Now, let's talk about condition. As with most rare coins, the value increases dramatically if the coin is in excellent condition. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they have no visible wear or damage, are the most valuable. A coin that is well preserved, with sharp details and no visible discoloration, can fetch a much higher price in the market. Even coins with a bit of wear, but still in good shape, can be worth significantly more than the standard 1 cent. But how much exactly are we talking about? How much is this 1971 penny without a mint mark worth today? The answer might surprise you. Depending on the condition of the coin, the 1971 1 cent with no mint mark has been known to sell for incredible prices. Some of these rare coins, in near perfect or mint condition, can be worth upwards of $60,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $60,000 for a single 1 cent coin from 1971. That's an extraordinary amount for a penny, and it shows just how much rare and unusual coins can appreciate in value over time. Today, we have an exciting discovery that might just change the way you look at your coin collection, especially if you've ever held a 1-cent coin from 1973. At first glance, this penny might seem like just another common piece of currency, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll realize it could be worth much more than you think. Stick around until the end, and we'll reveal how much this simple 1-cent coin could fetch you today. Let's start with a little history. The year 1973 was significant in the United States for a number of reasons. In terms of coinage, it was a year when the U.S. Mint was working hard to produce coins for circulation, but there was something special about the 1-cent coins minted that year. Now, most people are familiar with pennies, they're part of everyday life. But the 1973 penny, especially the ones produced at the right mint, carries a hidden story that collectors are eager to uncover. As you might know, the U.S. Mint produces coins at several different mints, and each mint is marked by a small letter that indicates its location. In 1973, most pennies were minted in either Denver, with a D mint mark, or Philadelphia, with no mint mark at all. But here's the twist: there was also a very small number of 1973 pennies that were minted in San Francisco, and these coins bear the famous S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint is well known for producing proof coins, which are specially struck coins intended for collectors, and often, these coins are produced with a higher level of detail and care than standard circulation coins. However, in 1973, some of the coins from the San Francisco Mint found their way into regular circulation, pennies that were not meant to be used in everyday transactions. These rare 1973 pennies with an S mint mark stand out from the rest and are among the most highly sought after by collectors. Now, why does this matter? A simple penny from 1973 might seem insignificant, but the presence of the S mint mark means this coin was produced under special circumstances. As a result, it's far less common than the typical 1973 pennies you see every day. While thousands of pennies were made that year, very few were minted in San Francisco and found their way into circulation. That makes these particular coins much more valuable, but it's not just the mint mark that adds value. Condition plays a major role when it comes to coin collecting. Most of the 1973 pennies you'll come across have been heavily circulated, showing signs of wear and tear. But the ones that have survived in mint or near mint condition, those that show little to no signs of use, are the true treasures. The better the condition, the higher the value. These pristine examples are incredibly rare, and they can command a pretty hefty price. So, what can you expect in terms of value for a 1973 penny with an S mint mark? Well, for a coin that's in excellent condition, especially one that has been carefully preserved and shows no significant damage or wear, the value skyrockets. While most 1973 pennies might only be worth a few cents, the San Francisco minted variety, particularly in high-grade condition, can fetch a price far beyond what you might expect. Hold on to your hats, because here's the big reveal: a rare 1973 penny with the S mint mark in uncirculated or near mint condition could be worth as much as $66,000. That's right, a single 1-cent coin from 1973, when found in the right condition, could be worth an impressive $66,000. This makes the 1973 S mint mark penny one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. Who would have thought a coin that costs less than a penny to produce could one day be worth such a fortune? Today, we're going to talk about something many people overlook: the 1-cent coin from 1978. You might think that pennies are just everyday, small change, but trust me when I say that some of them can be worth a small fortune. So, get ready, because today we're going to uncover the surprising value of the 1978 1-cent coin and why it might be worth a lot more than you think. Now, let's set the stage. The year 1978 was a time of transition in the United States. Economically, it was the tail end of the 1970s, a period that saw significant shifts in the economy and the value of money. And although most people may associate the 1978 1-cent coin with the regular pennies that circulated widely, the truth is that there's a rare variant of this coin that collectors can't seem to get enough of. But what makes this 1-cent coin so special? Is it just another penny, or is there something more? As you may know, the U.S. Mint produces coins at several different facilities across the country, and each mint produces coins that are marked with a mint mark indicating where they were struck. Most pennies from 1978 have the standard D mint mark for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. But here's where things get interesting: the 1978 penny with an S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint is extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors. Why is the S mint mark so special? It's because, in 1978, San Francisco primarily produced proof coins, which are coins specially made for collectors and often have a much higher level of detail and quality compared to standard circulation coins. These proof coins from San Francisco were struck multiple times with polished dies to give them that beautiful, shiny finish that collectors love. However, some of these coins made their way into everyday circulation, and that's where the value lies. The 1978 pennies with an S mint mark that made it into circulation are incredibly rare, and that's exactly what makes them so desirable to coin collectors. Now, we all know that condition is a huge factor when determining the value of a coin. A coin's condition can range from heavily worn to mint state, and the better the condition, the higher the value. In the case of the 1978 mint mark penny, it's all about finding one in excellent condition. Coins that have been circulated for years often show signs of wear and discoloration, but uncirculated or near-mint examples of this rare penny can fetch an extraordinary price on the market. And now, let's talk about the big reveal. How much could a 1978 1-cent coin with an mint mark be worth? The answer may surprise you. While most 1978 pennies are worth only a few cents, the ones with that rare mint mark, especially in uncirculated or near-mint condition, are worth a significant amount more. You could be holding onto a coin that is worth up to an incredible $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000. A single 1-cent coin from 1978 with an mint mark, in pristine condition, can be worth a staggering amount of money. That's not just pocket change, it's a small fortune for something as seemingly ordinary as a penny. This rare coin is a perfect example of how valuable a small, unassuming piece of currency can be when it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and history. Today, we have something truly exciting to talk about: the United States 1-cent coin from 1979. Now, you might be thinking, a penny from 1979? That sounds like a pretty ordinary coin. But hold on, because this particular penny might just be worth a lot more than you'd expect. You're in for a treat as we dive deep into the story of the 1979 1-cent coin, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your spare change in a whole new light. Let's set the scene first. The year 1979 was a transitional one in the United States. Economically, it was a period of rising inflation and uncertainty, which affected many aspects of life, including the country's coinage. The U.S. Mint, always busy producing the currency for the nation, continued to make pennies in 1979, but this particular year holds a special significance in the world of coin collecting. The 1979 penny, just like most pennies, was produced in large quantities. These coins were made with the standard D mint mark for the Denver Mint or, in some cases, with no mint mark for coins produced in Philadelphia. But there's something very rare about a select group of 1979 pennies. Among all of the coins produced, there's a very small and very special group that has been causing a stir in the world of numismatics: the 1979 pennies with the mint mark from the San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint, known for producing proof coins, often made special editions of coins with higher levels of detail and quality than those produced for circulation. In fact, most of the 1979 pennies from San Francisco were produced as proof coins, intended for collectors. However, a few of these proof coins made their way into regular circulation, and this is where the value lies. These coins, which were meant to be part of collector sets, became part of everyday transactions, and they are extremely rare today. Why is this 1979 penny with an mint mark so valuable? First off, the San Francisco Mint was not the primary producer of pennies in 1979. Most pennies were minted at the Denver Mint, which means the San Francisco-produced pennies are already rarer than the average penny from that year. But when you add the fact that these coins were originally intended to be special proof coins, their rarity skyrockets. Now, let's talk about condition. In the world of coin collecting, the condition of a coin is everything. Coins that have been circulated for years are often worn, scratched, and discolored. But a coin that has been well preserved, ideally in uncirculated or near-mint condition, can be worth a fortune. The 1979 mint mark penny, especially if it is in excellent condition, can command an impressive price in the market. And now for the big reveal. You're probably wondering just how much a 1979 penny with an mint mark could actually be worth. Hold on to your seats, because here comes the jaw-dropping part. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 1979 pennies from the San Francisco Mint, and it's in top-notch, uncirculated condition, it could be worth a staggering $74,000. that's right, $74,000 for a single penny. It's mind-blowing to think that something as humble as a 1-cent coin from 1979 could fetch such an astronomical price, but that's exactly what makes this coin so special. It's the rarity, the condition, and the history behind it that makes the 1979 mint mark penny a true collector's treasure. Today, we're going to explore something you may have overlooked, the 1981 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard me right, a penny from 1981 might just be worth far more than you could ever imagine. Stick around to discover the hidden value of this coin, and by the end of the video, you might start looking at your pocket change in a whole new way. Let's rewind a bit and set the stage for 1981. This was a year of transition for the United States. In the world of coinage, the U.S. Mint was busy striking coins, and the 1981 penny was no exception. The familiar Abraham Lincoln design, created by Victor David Brenner, remained on the obverse side of the coin, and on the reverse side, we saw the simple yet iconic wheat stalks. For most people, this penny was just another piece of currency that passed through their hands with little thought. But as we all know, in the world of numismatics, things aren't always as simple as they seem. In 1981, the U.S. Mint primarily struck pennies at two locations, the Denver Mint and the Philadelphia Mint. The coins struck in Denver were marked with a D mint mark, and those produced in Philadelphia typically had no mint mark at all. But here's the catch: the 1981 pennies with the S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint are the ones that collectors are going wild for. Why is this particular coin so valuable? The San Francisco Mint was primarily known for producing proof coins, which are specially made with higher levels of detail and often a mirror-like finish to appeal to collectors. However, in 1981, a very small number of these proof coins were accidentally released into general circulation. That's right, a coin that was supposed to be part of a proof set made its way into the hands of the public, and over the years, these rare pennies have become incredibly sought after by collectors. Now, not all 1981 pennies are valuable. In fact, the majority of them are quite common and only worth their face value of 1 cent. But those with the S mint mark, particularly the ones in pristine condition, are a different story. You might be wondering, what makes a coin so special that it can jump from just being a regular penny to something worth tens of thousands of dollars? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and that unique S mint mark. The first factor is rarity. San Francisco minted far fewer pennies in 1981 than Denver or Philadelphia did. So already, the S mint mark penny is much rarer to come by. But the real kicker is the condition. Most of the 1981 S mint mark pennies that were circulated were used as regular change, and over time, they suffered wear and tear, losing their shine and becoming less detailed. However, a very small number of these coins remained in exceptional condition, either because they were kept in pristine condition by collectors or they were simply lucky enough not to experience heavy circulation. So, what kind of value are we talking about? If you happen to stumble upon a 1981 penny with an S mint mark, and it's in excellent, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a serious treasure. A 1981 penny in top condition can be worth far more than just 1 cent. In fact, a coin in near-perfect condition could be worth up to an incredible $78,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $78,000. That's right, a single 1-cent coin from 1981 with the S mint mark, in outstanding condition, could be worth a staggering amount of money. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a penny could carry such value, but in the world of coin collecting, rare finds like this can truly make a huge difference. So, if you've been keeping old coins in a jar or going through your spare change, make sure to look for that 1981 S mint mark. It's worth taking a closer look, especially if you find one in good condition. You could be holding onto a rare coin that is worth much more than just a few cents. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can be the first to know when we uncover more hidden treasures in the world of numismatics. Who knows? Your next find might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.